how are you all? Welcome back to my channel. So, please don't forget to share, subscribe, like, and comment about my videos. So, today I'm going to discuss about some questions that you have asked in my into the comment section. Okay, first, how you get admission for the kids? Here there are two types of school. I mean, three types of Catholic schools: independent school or grammar school. So usually the primary school means the kids start from year 1 to year 5. Year 6, year 1 to year 6. So before that there's a preschool, that's called reception. Okay, so then after that is secondary school. Mostly it's from year 7 to year 12. Some school has only up to year 11, then you have to go to the college. Okay, college. So all these schools, if you need to get admission in those schools, you have to apply the applications through the council. If you are just example, if I am living in Portsmouth, so I have to apply through the Portsmouth City Council website. There is a link, like you can search for school admission, then you have to apply online. Then whichever school near to your house, you have to click the link where the catchment area, then you can apply up to 3 schools. Then they will select you which school your kids going to study. Okay, so that is the process. You don't need to go to the school, you don't need to talk to the principal, you don't need to do the talk to the head teacher, nothing. Not like in India. Okay, so this is only an online process, so you can do that way. Okay, and education is free, you don't need to pay anything. For the grammar school, the kids are going to study in the grammar school. I mean, it starts from the fifth or sixth. I think the kids need to go through some exams. It's a really tough exam. After if your kid pass that exam, then they will get admissions. Okay, through the in my area there is only one grammar school, that is a private grammar school, so you have to pay a lot of money, and even though you have to pay a lot of money, you have the child need to pass the exam. Okay, so my son is going into the council school. So he's in the secondary school, and we don't need to pay any money. Okay, so his school in his school is up to year 11 classes. So I need to apply to the college after he reaching the year 11. Okay, so what was the next question means it's rent and housing facilities. For us, I'm living in a mortgaged house, like it's my own house. It's like a housing loan from India. Not India, it's in India we get the housing loan to construct a house, but here it's I bought the house is already constructed, I mean years ago. So the bank give you the loan, but you need to go through for certain process, like you have to submit your salary certificate, your income. Me, when I bought the house, like there was a category like you need to get your PR, you need to get your British citizenship. That's why I bought the house not long ago, 9 years ago. Okay, nowadays they are accepting like if you are living in the UK for 1 year, then they change the rule, like you have to live in the UK for 2 or 3 years to buy the house. Okay, and there are some schemes like 10%, you have to pay only 10% deposit, then you can buy your first house. For me, I paid 25% of deposit of my house. My house costs £175,000. Like it's like around how much I say, around 2 crore, I think, isn't it? 175,000 pound. Yeah. So around 25,000 pound I paid for the deposit. Okay, then another thing you had to say, I haven't bought any new furnitures. I mean, only one dining table and one bed. That's the only thing I bought as new furniture. All other things I bought from as a second hand furniture, because when you buy the house, you have to do lots of works, and you have to pay for the deposit. There's lots of things you have to do. So if you are going to buy all the new furnitures and all the new equipments, it will be very difficult for you to manage financially. So now there are lots of deposits, not deposits, sorry, there are lots of interesting installments, for my house, I change all the carpets and all the flooring. So I went to the shop called Carpet Right. That they have the offer at that time, you don't need to pay any deposit, and it's interest free for 3 years. You can pay monthly. That's why it was 2 years. Okay, so I paid monthly for all my carpet and the flooring. Okay, they come and do all the works, but I had some problem with them because our floor was tiled, so they don't do the tile. We have to concrete that floor, then they do the flooring. So even they haven't done, I have to find another person to do all my flooring. But all the carpets and all the things, I got it from them, so that was okay for me. Then the next year I did all my bathroom, so that for the bathroom I got the loan from the home base. The same like that is a 0% interest for 1 year. Then I paid that money. I got another loan, I paid that one back. So everything is like a 0% interest, and no deposit. Then the next year I did all my 2 bathrooms. So that one actually I got the same scheme, like a 0% interest for 3 years, and no deposit from B&Q. That's the way I did my bathroom. So I haven't done everything in one go. I slowly did the works in my home. So that's why I didn't struggle too much. I paid monthly like a 350, but that's the money I can afford to leave from my account, because we have to pay all the bills, all other things we have to do with. Yeah, so that is the way I did it. Okay. Then so I think I explained all that questions related to the house. I think, yeah. One more thing, I'm paying like £750 per month for my mortgage. So how they give the mortgage, we got the mortgage for 25 years. They compare the oldest person's pension age. So my husband's pension age is up to 25 years. That's the years we have to pay for our loan. But you can pay early, so you can go to your house as your own. But if you want to sell the house, you can sell the house. And I bought the house for £175,000, but now the house cost around 250-300,000. So that time, whatever money we are getting after the loan, you can have it. Okay, so it's like a saving. But in case of a rented house, that's a completely waste of money. Every month you have to pay the rent, but nothing for you. There's nothing there. So if you can, try to buy the house. Okay. And if you're working in NHS, there are some schemes like the NHS hospital will buy the house. I help you to buy the house, but when you sell the house, you have to pay them back, or with all the interest. I think there are some schemes, so you can find out from the hospital website. And even though the furniture, there are some schemes like I forgot the name of the scheme, but I will add later. So that's schemes you can buy that equipments like electrical equipments, like then you can pay monthly as well. Okay, so use all that facilities if you want to buy the house. Okay, another thing I want to say about the UK hospital facility, that is really disappointment. It will be disappointment for you, because if in case if you have a fever or a cough or a pain or something, like all that mild problem or something, if you are in India, you can just go to a nursing home or hospital very quickly, and they will look after you. They will give the medication. They will do all the follow-up treatment. But here, it's like a GP. You have to call the GP. Sometimes you have to wait and wait and wait for long day. I mean, so many days or so many hours to get them to get through. So after, if you get the phone call, maybe they don't have enough appointments, so you won't be able to see for maybe a week or two. Then after that, if you need any follow-up treatment, like if you need to go and see a doctor, then it will take more than that. It's for me, I don't really like the health system here. There are some mild like minor treatment centers. You can go there, but it's not like it's not like 24 hours open sometimes, so it's really hard for us. Like we used to go to the hospital, whatever happened, we don't need to worry. Here, if I have a fever, sore throat, cough, everything, I'm treating myself. Even my my son, if he has a cough, fever, everything, I'm giving him paracetamol. They do the same. So why we are taking him there and stay there for long time, all that. So if you need some blood test, if you need some treatment, that take long time. And especially when we had the still we are having the patients are having COVID, so many treatments are postponed for long time. So it's a very 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 long waiting time. So yeah, it's a very difficult thing. Some people can't adjust because it's you can't get the treatment properly. But once you are in the once you call the 111 or 999, if you have serious illness or something, you can get through and get admitted in the hospital. But like if you have like what I said, like fever, cough, or something, small things, it's really hard to go and see a doctor. Okay. For the medication, I'm living in England, but we don't have we have to pay for the prescription. The kids, if up to 16, they don't need to pay, or if you are over 65, you don't need to pay. And there are some options like pregnant ladies or your income support. That is the only option, like without prescription fee. But in other side like Wales and Scotland, I think it's a prescription is free of charge. You can get all the medications, antibiotic is free of charge, exception there is no age limit. Okay, so that's another question I have answered. For if you need to get a house as a rent, it starts from 750 to 1,500. It's 1,500 for a 3-bedroom house. Most of the people prefer to be share the house. If you sometimes they 2 or 3 family sharing that 3-bedroom house, so they can divide the rent and bills. That is acceptable because it's reduced total expense. Yeah. And in here you have to pay council tax. It's depends on the band. There are A, B, C, D, I like that band. So me, I am nearly paying 1,500 a year. So you can pay monthly, or you can pay once in a year. So it's up to you. I'm paying monthly. So I only need to pay for 10 months. 2 months you don't need to pay. Okay. And there are water charge, like it's mostly cost 36-40 pounds. Then if you have a mobile phone, if you are topping up £10, or how much you use, or if you have internet, that's you have to pay. Like me, I'm paying for the internet and land phone like £92. So my mobile contract, both of our mobile contract cost around 75-80 pound. So there are lots of things you have to pay for, like for if you need to buy foods, like just 200-300 pounds minimum you require. Okay. What else I need to say? Water bill, electricity, that's all I have said. Yeah, if you have a car, then you have to pay for the insurance, MOT, petrol, everything. Okay, so that's extra expense. And if you're traveling by bus, car, or taxi, train, then just imagine you have to pay, you have to find some more money. So you need lots of money to live here. One mistake people do is that, like, if just many YouTubers in the UK are posting like, oh, the nurse get 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs salary per month. When you one person is in India, and if they are hearing all this, like, oh, I get 2 lakhs if I'm working in the UK, and I'm getting here 10,000, like 10,000 rupees, so why can't I go and live there? But the problem, what the mistake I said, like, you are converting that money here. Mostly you are getting 1,800 pounds or 2,000 pound, because nurses need to pay more tax. Okay, carers no need to pay that much tax. So sometimes carers are getting more salary than nurse. That's true. Or you can because I worked as a carer before, so I know how much salary you are getting. I didn't I didn't just change my profession only for the sake of money. It's for my professional satisfaction. Okay. So what I'm saying, like, don't convert your salary into Indian money, then you will be very disappointed. You know why? Because if you are living in the India, if you are living in the India and you are getting 2 lakhs, that means more than enough for the family to be survived. Not only survive, you can live like a posh life. You can, yeah. But in the UK, I have already mentioned how much bill you have to pay, how much money you have to spend every month. So just imagine around 1,500, 1,750, something like you have to spend. Then there is only I mean, it's more than that. I'm just just approximately I'm saying. Okay. So you don't have enough money to save. Don't worry, you don't need to be save, because it's our only one life. You have to enjoy. You only need to live like a happily life. Okay. So when I'm saying here, if the husband and wife should be working, otherwise you will struggle a lot. You can't adjust financially. So here is another problem, like if you have a child, you can't leave the child alone at home. Not like in India, you can just you have your parents look after, or you can just send your kids to the neighbors houses. There's no communication here. You have to send to the carers. I mean, then you have to pay more money to the caregivers. The problem is you have to pay more money than your salary somewhere. So better you can one person can stay at home and look after the kids. So that's time we are struggling. It's like me and my husband, we used to do, I used to do only the day, and he used to do only the night. So that's the way we arrange our shift. We haven't had any fixed shift or anything, but most of the time If just imagine if I'm working today night and if I'm working as a day and he's working night, we usually, what we did, like I usually take my son, my husband usually took my son to the hospital. Then when I'm finishing my shift, he will come with me, and the same, vice versa. That's what we used to do. When the COVID started, we stopped all that. Before, until that time, we used to do like that. So most of the people really struggled here. And if somebody is working night and you have to look after your kids, you can't even sleep. So there are lots of problem when you're working in the UK. So just remember all these things when you are planning to come to the UK. You have to really adjust yourself. And people think, oh my god, they are just living like very posh life, and they have lots of money. If the people have lots of money, why they are staying here? It's not because if it's the weather is so bad here, and the working hours is too long. Sometimes you have to face for the really racist people. So yeah, but the problem is there are no enough job in India, especially in Kerala. If you need to get a good job and good salary job, where you will go? There won't be enough hospital you can get a good salary especially in Kerala. If you need to get a job, you have to go through the PSC exams and all. And even though in the PSC exam, you can see in the news, like you have to go to a you need to recommended by a politician, or you have to pay lots of money for that. So the poor people, their parents maybe work hard to send the children for the nursing education. And what I'm saying, like they don't have enough money to send their pay the deposit for their kids to work in a government hospital. Yeah, so majority of the people applying for the abroad job. I understand that. So just make sure you approach the right agency. Please don't comment under below like please mention any agency. I have already sent the details of, I have already given the details of the agency I came, but now they are not recruiting anyone. I don't want to give any agency's name, and I can't trust them, and you will be in a trap. So please don't ask that questions. Okay. So you have to make sure whenever you pay the money, take a video or photo and keep it safe. That is the another safety precautions you can take if you have any problems. Okay. And you have to make sure you discussing about your situation, your financial situation, what you will do, what is your plan, what job you are going to do. You have to discuss with your family and all. Like if your husband is not willing to do any job in the Domino's, or not going to as a delivery boy in a McDonald's, or they are not going to work in a Tesco, like or working as a carer, then you will struggle. Because if he needs to, I know some people, like if your husband is a teacher and he when he comes to the UK, he may be not going to get the job as a teacher straight away. So he need to pass some exam, he need to do certain some course and all. So then he if he's going, just imagine if he's going to say, I'm not going to do any job, like working in a Tesco, working in a pizza, working in a pizza, like that, then he will stay at home. Then you will struggle, then you will have a mental stress, then you have problems and conflicts at home. So try to avoid all that. That's why you have to discuss with your family what is your expectation, okay, and what you are expecting here when you come here, what are the jobs you have to look for. So please try to avoid further issues in the future. Okay, So I think I have explained so many things in this video. If I know there are lots of questions I haven't answered, but if I continuously speaking means the video will be very long, so that will be very difficult for you all. I don't know, I have mentioned everything as in a very grammatical way. I told you like before, like when I am speaking in front of the camera I may some mistakes, so it's not intentionally, it's unintentionally, it's just making mistakes. So if you have any problem to understand me, please comment below, then I will discuss it further. Okay, thank you very much for the support. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel, because I have mentioned earlier in my video, like many people are watching my video but not subscribing my channel. So if you really like my videos and you want to watch more videos in my channel, please don't forget to share, subscribe, like, comment about my videos. Okay, bye bye and take care. Have a nice day.